So last time we talked about sine, cosine, and tan. So basically, we learned we're given a given angle and one given length, and we must solve the unknown one. So for example, this is 3, and it wants us to solve for x if they're given the angle and the length. But this time, we're doing the exact opposite. Instead of finding the length, we're finding the angle x. So, first of all, we must identify which method we are using. Are we using the sine, or are we using the cos, or are we using the tan? So, to do that, first of all, let's use SOHCAHTOA. So, we have a hypotenuse. We know that this is a hypotenuse because it is exact opposite from the right angle. And the 3 here, it is opposite because it's opposite from x. So we have the hypotenuse and opposite. So which one here says O and H? So we're using the sine. So sine, usually we would do sine and then the angle. But this time we don't know what the angle is. We must find what the angle is. So we just write sine x is equal to, now normally we would do sine is x is equal to O over H. So O is opposite, which is 3, over H, which is hypotenuse, which is 6. So 3 over 6 is sine x. So let's simplify it. So if we simplify it, it will give us 1 over 2. Now we must solve for x alone. So what we do here is, one moment. In your calculator, bring out your calculator now. So once you got your calculator, and you see the sine button. Now, we're not trying to press on the sine button. Instead, we're trying to press not the sine button. We must press the sine -1 button. So if you see this button, click on it. So sine -1. So press that and then times 1 over 2 will give us x. So let's try that. So sine -1 times, times 1 over 2, which is 0.5. It will give us 30. So x is equal to 30. Now we know what x is. Now if you're unsure about your answer, you can always plot the x. You can plot the x as sine 30 degrees is equal to 3 over 6. You can see if that's correct or not. So sine is equal to 30 degrees. Now I want to know what sine is, and then we just do sine. Let's try if we do sine times 30. It'll give us 0.5. So yes, the answer is correct. So you can always go back and see if you're correct or not. You can always check your answer by plotting your answer in the X.